Her favorite cheer memories is trying out for
Good evening and welcome to North Kansas City District Stadium at North Kansas City High School. Tonight's Hy-Vee High School game of the week. Suburban White Conference football as number 17 Raytown, 7-1, takes on number 6 North Kansas City. They're undefeated. They are 8-0 on a beautiful night for football, and it's a senior night here in Northtown. Kevin White, Therese Paler, welcome to Spectrum Sports and our Hy-Vee High School game of the week. Conference title on the line tonight. North Kansas City wins, they're the outright champions. If Raytown wins, they tie, and you know the Hornets don't want to share this title tonight.
Neither program wants that. Listen, here's the deal. This is a great night for high school football and a great venue. Two programs that haven't been this good in a long time, and they got a chance to both accomplish something very special. We're going to have a heck of a night of high school football.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile, and we'll start with Joey Football, the quarterback for Raytown, putting up big numbers this year.
Absolutely, and Raytown's going to take advantage of what Joey Football does best, which is throw the football around the field. He is a tremendous passer, somebody that can hit you at multiple levels of the field and hurt you in many different ways.
And for North Kansas City, they want to run it with this guy. He's putting up huge numbers, C.J. Price.
And C.J. Price is an absolute load. Perhaps a high school version of Le'Veon Bell. He's nifty, but he's big. He can run around you, but he can run over you. Possible Simone winner, C.J. finds the end zone quite often.
North Kansas City playing host to Raytown. It's the Hy-Vee High School game of the week, and we're back with the opening kickoff right after this. The Hy-Vee High School game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official sponsor of High School Spirit. At our opening coin toss, and North Kansas City won and will receive on their senior night. Beautiful night for football. Temperatures in the low 60s under mostly clear skies as we meet our coaches. Logan Minich was an assistant here at North Kansas City under Leon Douglas for 4 years. He was a co-defensive coordinator and a co-offensive coordinator, doing a great job with the Blue Jays. They're 7-1 this year. And this was the guy he worked for, Leon Douglas. This guy, Therese, he has really turned this program around, and they are winning 8-0 on the year.
I got to tell you, Leon Douglas looks like he's got a lot of Mike Tomlin. When I was covering high school sports at the Kansas City Star 8 years ago, really when he first started, he took the job. I had a chance to come out here and visit with him. And I remember thinking then, I'm dead serious. 8 years ago, I thought, you know what? He's going to get it fixed here. And lo and behold, look what Leon Douglas has done. This team is 8-0, undefeated in the conference, and they got a chance to do something they haven't done since 2004. What an awesome opportunity for this program.
Raytown, the white tops and blue pants, and in all black jerseys, North Kansas City. They're purple and gold, and deep man will be Jeremy Brown for the Hornets. And putting it on the tee to send it wayward is Ian McCready. Ian also in the band. And he kicks off from the 40. Winner of this game is the conference champions. Northtown wins it. It's an outright championship. If Raytown wins tonight, they tie. Raytown hasn't won a championship in their conference in 27 years. And here we go. On the return, here comes Jeremy Brown.
Brown's got some juice.
And the kicker takes a shot at him and slowed him down enough as he's inside the 40, inside the 35, but a big-time return by Jeremy Brown. Got the Hornets off to a good start.
Fantastic start here by Brown to get his team off to the kind of start they want. Look at that. Got some juice. Makes a guy miss. This is going to be a lit game, you can tell. There's a good crowd here and one of the best venues in Kansas City.
There is Seth Matley, one of two quarterbacks we'll see tonight for the Northtown squad, along with Brandon Hall. This is a triple option team. It'll be Hall to start the game. And there's C.J. Price pounding up the middle. And they're going to have to gang tackle this guy because he is a force as he takes it inside the 30 for a nice gain on his first down run.
When you're a high school back and you're 6'1", 215, okay? Yeah, it's going to take gang tackling to stop him. And folks, you're watching this right now at home, you better get used to seeing that, because this guy's getting the ball a lot tonight.
So the big kickoff return of 54 yards has got the Hornets in plus territory, but we got whistles and play is stopped. Your referee in charge tonight is Alonzo Hood. Time now for our starting lineup, brought to you by Concord Career College. You can start your healthcare career in months, not years. Concord has several career paths to choose from, and classes are forming now. To find out more, visit concord.edu. And those are the guys up front. This team does not throw the ball much. They're going to run it most of the time. It's a triple option team. And their big star is C.J. Price. First down with the penalty yardage. And here's Price hurdling the pile and driving through tackles. And he'll have it first and goal. C.J. Price. Looks like a bull in a china shop there.
C.J. the young bull, making him pay. Arm tackle is not allowed against this guy. It's going to take multiple white jerseys all night to keep this kid in check. And look, the Bulls already got some blood on his elbow.
And they'll run it with Jeremy Brown, and he's clogged up there, not much doing. A little pushing and shoving after the play in this conference matchup. Let's take a look at your Raytown defense. Xander Mason's the man in the middle. And this is the Raytown Blue Jays squad.
A lot of seniors on this defense.
And running play,
To the corner, he got it!
touchdown number 34 by the Hornet star, C.J. Price. What a start for North Kansas City. The long kickoff return, and they're in the end zone after a couple of plays. And this 8-0 team wants to grab the momentum early, and I think they've done that, Therese.
You know, I love the fact that they were able to come right out and establish what they do, which is run the football. You know, Raytown's going to have to adjust to this. And they better start getting some bodies around big number 10.
And the extra point is hooked and no good, as that was Ronaldo Calderon. And this one left of the uprights as we look at this 3-yard touchdown run by C.J. Price.
And it's a little good vision there by C.J. to see the edge, went to the edge with speed, and finish it with a flourish. Gotta love it. It's all right to celebrate, young man. You get to the end zone as much as you do. 34 times, you can have a custom celebration. Only a minute 33 on that drive, Kev.
Well, it started with a nice kickoff return, the short field, and then the Price touchdown run.
Well, the good news for Raytown is that it's an electric environment here, right? But you got an alpha dog of your own, and your alpha dog's at quarterback. Let's see what Joey Campbell can do.
Devontae Key deep back to retrieve this kick from Calderon. It's going to be a directional kick. Desmond Hudson, one of their wide receivers, got it and is taken down immediately. So obviously they watched a lot of film and saw that they went with a short directional kick, and they had their star wide receiver, Hudson, who's headed to Iowa, right there to pluck that one out of the air.
Well, I like the aggression by Coach Douglas. I like it. You know, you're trying to take control of a big game early, but you set up Big Joe Campbell now. Joe's just a junior, but he's already got some interest from some D1 schools. Can't wait to see what he does tonight.
24 touchdown passes, 8 rushing touchdowns, so he's like C.J. Price. He has 32 touchdowns for his squad, and he'll throw on first down, and it's off the hands of Jaheim Burks, incomplete.
Okay, you're going to have to give Joey a little bit of help here. Listen, Raytown's going to throw the football tonight. It's a tale of two squads. Northtown's going to run it. Raytown's going to pass it 75% of the time. The good news is when you pass that much, whenever you have a drop, you're probably going to get it again pretty soon. Let's see what they got up their sleeve here.
Second down and 10, steps away from pressure, throwing.
Nice throw.
And it's Messiah Miller with the catch and a first down as he's run out on the Raytown sideline near the 45-yard line. This guy's a multi-dimensional back. He can run it and catch it.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to tell you something here. I cover high schools for 6 years at the KC Star. It's very rare to see a high schooler be able to throw with that kind of touch on the run.
Dom.
Well,
Go get Khalil next play.
Campbell is a Division I prospect. He's only a junior, as Perez mentioned, but already getting interest from Purdue, Iowa State, among others. Jet sweep, Devontae Key, and he's taken for a loss. And that's Tommy Adebore, the defensive lineman, as we take a look at your offensive line for Raytown. Donald Brown is their big stud up front. And they got a multitude of wide receivers. Key having a big year. Hudson headed to Iowa. Messiah Miller is a scat back.
Can't wait to see how Northtown tries to counter Dez Hudson, the 6'4", 220-pound senior. He's going to Iowa.
They double him. That's what they do. That's how they stop him.
They better. But he's got room right now.
Second down and long. Campbell scrambling. He's got good speed. He's going to take off and run. And he'll get some yardage back as he'll get plus yardage. But he is very fast, very strong kid.
He's a strong kid. You can tell. You know, look, this guy's right now, the athleticism is there. He's not just a passer. He can move around and hurt you. He just made a man miss right there.
So he avoids the sack, leaves him third down and 9 near midfield. First series of the ball game for Raytown, already trailing 6-0.
You see this down here, Kev?
They're looking at Hudson's way. They'll go underneath with the pass to Burks. Now he's going to have to run for the first down.
I like that.
And looks like he got it as he's inside the 45 on the North Kansas City side of things. So using the speed of the Raytown South transfer, Jaheim Burks, first down Raytown.
Now I did think they were going to take advantage of that one-on-one matchup with Dez Hudson, but Burks is a good football player too. So if Campbell can hit that guy and kind of mix up the body blows a little bit, I think that's only going to open things up for Hudson more. You don't got to keep taking deep shots. You can hit him with body shots too before you go for the roundhouse.
From the 44, first and 10. Flushed again is Campbell. Price is chasing him, can't bring him down, and Campbell will get what he can. As you saw the two stars going at one another, C.J. Price plays linebacker as well, and he nearly got the Raytown quarterback
There's
there.
some talent on this field here now. And I'm going to tell you something. If Campbell continues to get outside the pocket and make plays happen with his feet, you know, it's going to be a long night for the Northtown defense, too. This is something that hurts the defense's confidence. When the guy with the football every play can take advantage of your weaknesses and hurt you in multiple ways.
Second down and 7. Out of the pistol, this is Messiah Miller up the middle. Not much doing as he is taken down by Dominique Orange, a young freshman starter and one of their future stars, number 97. And on the defensive side of things, Clyde Price is also a very good linebacker. And in their secondary, Solomon Glover, who's a twin, his twin brother is on the offensive line, but Solomon having a very good year in the secondary. Third down and 6. Quarterback under pressure and sack. Ball loose. Now they're saying he's down at the 50 as he was drilled by big Tommy Adebore. Going to Northwestern, by the way.
D1 strength. And let me tell you something. If there's somebody on this Northtown defense up front, you better block. It's big number 99, okay? He's going to Northwestern. and he just won to the corner. Might want to get him some help because this guy is good.
Quarterback shaken up after this hard hit as he blew by the right tackle, Ogun.
6'3", 235. He needs to be blocked every play.
Campbell is also their punter, and this ball inside the 10, and they're going to down it near the 5-yard line. So good special teams work by the Blue Jays, who trail it 6-0 here. 6.5 to play in your first quarter.
That punt is down at the Hornet 5-yard line. That's where the Hornets will take over. 1st and 10.
Well, this offense got off to a fast start.
I'm going to be interested to see if Raytown decides to start getting the right tackle a little bit of help for big number 99. 21 tackles for loss entering this game as number 22. He can wreck a game if you let him.
This team averages 42 points per game, over 500 yards of offense per game, as Brandon Hall puts it on the ground. Ball loose, and Raytown has covered it up.
Big game like this, Kev.
Xander
Can't
Mason.
have that. Cannot have it.
It looked like Brandon Hall had problems with the snap here. Yep.
First and goal.
Big
Blue
number
Jays from the Hornet
62,
3-yard line.
Xander Mason, their nose tackle, got on this football. And talk about the short field inside the 5, officially at the 3. 1st and goal for the Jays. Trying to tie this ball game up. Power set to the right of
Real
Campbell.
tight splits.
Campbell gonna run it.
Yep.
And he'll back his way. And it's gonna be 2nd down and goal. Remember, Coach Douglas was out on the field asking for a timeout, which was not granted.
2-yard gain on the play.
So he moves it
First
to
and
the
goal,
1
Blue
by
Jays from
number
the Hornet
1. And it'll be 2nd down and goal. He has 8 rushing touchdowns, so he can run the football.
Raytown's not disguising his intentions.
Power football, Joey football into the end zone, and we're tied at 6.
Whenever you see those really tight splits with the offensive linemen, you know they're about to pound it up the middle. There's a good job there by the young men up front, and then by Joey Campbell hitting pay dirt. And now, just like that, Raytown's got a chance to take the lead.
Well, and looking at the North Kansas City stats, this team fumbling the football has been a problem for Northtown. As McCready with the extra point try, this will be critical, and he drills it. So 7-6 Raytown.
The Blue Jays lead 7-6. Attention, North Kansas City.
Time now to name our defensive play of the game. It's presented by the Ironworkers Local 10. Learn more about their apprenticeship program by going to ironworkers10.com. And fumble recovery and then a touchdown. And the Hornets have turned the football over. They have lost 12 fumbles this year. They are -9 in turnover ratio, a stat you rarely see on an 8-0 team. So this team will put the ball on the ground, and Raytown able to take advantage and now take the lead at 7-6 here in the first quarter.
You know, and they say football is a game of turnovers. And you're right, Kev. It's so unusual for a team to be this good, but struggle in that department. I promise you.
Onside kick, and it's covered up by North Kansas City, but it looked like it did not go the yardage. But they'll cover it up. And I talked to Coach Minich about earlier in the year they were onside kicking 80% of the time. He said we're down to about 60% of the time now, and the ball is covered up before it got to the 50-yard line by Northtown, and they'll have good field position.
There will be an emphasis on taking care of the football. I promise you, Coach Douglas.
We got a new quarterback, as a matter of fact. Matley is in. Here's C.J. Price. And Price for about 9 on first down as he runs off the left side. This guy's like like a tornado running through the line here.
Yeah, I promise you, Coach Douglas has been telling them all season to come back to bite them. So there's got to be a premium emphasis on taking care of the football. Start getting some momentum going by giving it to your bell cow. This kid's a football player.
Here's Price. They go down low.
They're hitting.
And they submarine him. That was Chase Frank, the free safety. And looks like he's still got enough for the first down. This guy, they should call him Scrappy Doo. He's a little guy, but he is just everywhere. You watch this team practice. This guy practices so hard, and he plays so hard.
Yeah, he packs a little punch.
Undersized player.
5'9", 175. That's why I love high school football.
And Brandon Hall going to be thrown for a loss. This is their other safety, Isaiah Wright.
Brandon Hall with the play.
Transfer from Shawnee Mission East, making a play.
Tackle for a loss by the all-conference Sunflower player at Shawnee Mission East, Isaiah Wright.
That's good coaching right there. You got one man taking the quarterback and another man taking the pitch. Fantastic coaching and better execution.
Second down and long.
He splits. You know they're running up the middle.
Not much running room for C.J. Price. As he's brought down by Demillion Dukes, number 6, one of their outside linebackers.
This Raytown defense is fired up. They're hitting, and they're talking.
You know, the mantra all week was for Coach Minich, we know Price is going to get his yards. We just don't want to give up too many big plays with this guy. Here's Price to the outside using the stiff arm, and he is taken out on the Northtown sideline by Tim Cashier, the other outside linebacker. And it's going to be 4th down coming up for the Hornets at the 38-yard line.
Power, pure power.
It's 4th down and 9. They're 8 for 19 on 4th down plays this year. They'll throw down the field, and they have their tight end, Joyner. Touchdown, Hornets. Danny Joyner Jr., the coach's son, able to burn the defense on 4th down and 9 for a 38-yard touchdown.
You know, that's the benefit to being able to run the ball successfully. When you actually do pass it on the high school level, the kids, they'll be called cheating. You can catch them cheating against the run. Nice throw, nice catch. Northtown back in control.
Calderon this time got it between the pipes and knocking it through. So it'll be a 13-7 ball game late first quarter. So they roll the dice and they throw a touchdown pass to their tight end, Danny Joyner. His dad is the offensive coordinator for this squad, so Dad drew this one up for his son.
Nice throw on the money. In the middle was wide open. I love that call. Give the coaches credit, and give the players credit for executing.
The Hornets lead 13-7.
There's a lot of football to be played, but these kids are getting after it.
6 plays, 49 yards, under 2 minutes. And once again, that Joyner touchdown came on 4th down and 9, Therese.
That's the kind of thing you remember when you're calling defense. I wonder if that's going to make it easier for Northtown to run the ball, too. We will see.
Calderon, the run-up. Devontae Key awaits the kick return. He's just going to let this one go into the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Blue Jay offense, who took advantage of a North Kansas City fumble deep in their own territory to get a Campbell rushing touchdown. Let's see if Campbell can get the passing game untracked. Still haven't seen him hook up with his star wide receiver Hudson or Devontae Key as of yet. Messiah Miller is the running back in the backfield. They've got 4 receivers deployed and 3 to the right of the quarterback. Campbell setting up the screen to Miller. Blocking is good. Miller turns it up the field across the 30. And he'll dive across the 40. Out near the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 23. A little first down screen to try to slow down the pass rush there.
Yeah, Kevin, you know me by now. I love the screen pass, especially on the high school level. And Northtown just gets caught sleeping here. Our D1 defensive end rushes upfield. And that was a nice way to counter that kid's speed and power.
Guess what area they threw to? Once the defensive end was gone, that's where Miller went. First and 10.
Maybe that'll start affecting his rush.
Campbell down the field and incomplete. Looking for Jaheim Burks near the sideline. Flag is down on the play.
Nice rush there. North Kansas City heavily in pursuit. He's coming back.
Coach not happy with that call on his offensive line here.
Seething.
Yep. He'll be on Messiah Miller.
Over 2 men. DJ, we got the tight end.
So it'll be first and 25 after the penalty. Delayed handoff. Adebore bringing down Messiah Miller at the 31-yard line. As he'll get a limited gain there, but this Tommy Adebore, this guy's active, the kid that's going to the Big Ten and play for Northwestern.
He is big, he is strong, he is quick, and he is disruptive. He's going to be somebody these guys need to figure out.
Watch the screen!
Campbell under pressure, gets away, throws. Oh, C.J. Price nearly got an interception as he stepped in the passing lane as they were looking for Ben Bryant. And C.J. Price showing off his skills as a linebacker in coverage.
I feel like every play we're seeing Adebore get after Campbell. This is a little Brett Favre and Reggie White-ish. This is fun. Maybe more like Brett Favre and Michael Strahan-ish. This is going to be fun to watch all night.
Third down and 21.
Now, one thing I like that Northtown does, Kev, is that they let Adebore rush from both sides.
They definitely move him around. And now the ball is snapped. The quarterback wasn't ready, and Campbell will cover it up. They dodged a bullet. They'll have it back to the 15-yard line, but Campbell was not awaiting that snap. He was at his back, actually, to the center when the ball came here. They avoid disaster as Campbell covers it up. And now Campbell in punt formation on fourth down and a country mile here.
And you thought Logan Minich was seeing
that. And now the punt is shanked by Campbell.
Oh, my God.
So things falling apart now for Raytown. May have been partially blocked. This is just a mishit, it looked like, by Campbell. Where are they spotting this football? Spotting at the 26, so it'll be an 11-yard punt. So Campbell has a frustrating series both on special teams and on offense And now the short field now for the Hornets. Matley will be the quarterback. And their stud running back, who averages about 28 touches per game, over 300 yards per game.
Yeah.
He's going to get it. There's C.J. Price.
Oh, my goodness.
And he is ripped down by Dante Manning.
Oh, boy. And he's got a little bit of juice now. He's feeling good about himself. You know who he reminds me of, Kev?
Who?
Remember Jarrell Childs from Oak Park?
Yeah.
He's got a little Jarrell Childs in him.
A lot of power.
A lot of power.
He's not afraid to take on a tackler either, as Manning looked like he was trying to save himself there as he threw him to the ground.
Childs, of course, went on to play linebacker at Kansas State.
2nd down and 1 now for the Hornets. Whistles prior to the snap. And we got a flag down. And another encroachment by the defense. That's the 2nd one tonight by the defensive line for Raytown.
Yeah.
Automatic 1st down with the penalty yardage.
This is not the way to come into Northtown and win. These guys got to settle down and stop shooting themselves in the foot.
So the ball at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Offset is C.J. Price. They'll go with a jet sweep with Brandon Hall.
Oh, my goodness.
He is thrown down nicely. Coming up with the defensive stop there was Josh White, the inside linebacker.
And guess what? A team captain trying to set the tone. I think he's tired of the mistakes.
We got a flag down on the play, and it's going to be a personal foul on the Hornets.
Wow.
Well, it looks like nice clean tackle there by the inside linebacker White, one of their leading tacklers, but the penalty is a personal foul on the offense, moving it all the way back near the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here as Coach Douglas coming out to talk to the officials here, as this is an officials timeout, and now they're saying there's no timeout. Get back out there. So after the play, there is a personal foul called on North Kansas City. So it's probably some pushing and shoving after the play. And here goes C.J. Price galloping inside the 20-yard line.
This is the kind of young man that is really not fun to tackle in the 4th quarter. Every run right now will pay off in the 2nd half. That much I can promise. He
averages almost 11 yards per carry. He can also catch the ball. He plays linebacker. 3rd down and long. Here's Price again, hurdling, and going into the end zone. Touchdown, C.J. Price. So electric is this guy, Clyde Price III.
1st and short, 1st and 10, 3rd and long. It doesn't matter. Your best option, if you're North Kansas City, is handing the ball to big number 10, the Bull, C.J. Price.
Well, it's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. And it's number 35 on the season for this Hornet star, who Terez mentioned, as far as the Simone voters are concerned. Boy, this guy is...
He is outstanding.
Got to be on their minds, as Calderon is now 2 for 3 on PATs as he drills the extra point.
Now, Kev, I'm going to tap into your expertise a little bit. You've seen a lot of high school football. Even you got to admit, Bell's right up there with the Simone.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the speed. Great vision. Let's give some credit to this young man up front. Offensive line does the job as well. Who else would you put in that Simone conversation, Kev?
Tank Young of St. Thomas Aquinas, the running back. He's put up,
Great
put
name.
up good numbers this year, but they're not even close to the astronomical numbers number 10 right there has been put in.
How many plays do you not have to catch up? About every one, right?
Well, the shank punt gave him the short field, and already for 78.
You know what's crazy about this, Kev? Raytown's already putting like 9 guys in the box every play. Like there's no other adjustment to make, really. Like if you can't stop it with 9 guys in the box, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Now, it looks like they're trying to go down low on him, and he's doing his track hurling maneuvers every time as Keegan let this kick go through the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. Now, you stop big play running backs by gang tackling and not letting them get started, and that's not been the case for Raytown. Now Campbell's turn to try to bring his team back.
Listen, most teams, if you face a back like Big CJ and you get down 20-7, you start feeling bad, but Raytown's got the ultimate weapon. Number 1, Joey Campbell at quarterback. Don't count him out. Let's see what he can do. Team captain as a junior. That's special.
And it's incomplete, looking for Devontae Key on the wide receiver screen. And now he's making a gesture like his wideout maybe ran the wrong route there. He wanted him to turn it up the field a little bit, it looked like.
Yeah, I want to see them get into a little bit of a rhythm offensively. They seem a little out of sorts right now. All it takes is one big play to get the kids feeling good again, though. And number 1's probably the man to do it.
Late first quarter, Northtown off to the good start tonight. And again, the quarterback going to be sacked. Adebore is coming around the end, making the sack. Now there's a flag down, probably going to be holding as you see Tommy making the gesture for Alonzo Hood here. You got it, Tommy.
The issue with Raytown's spread offense is that they've got all these receivers spread all over the field, but they got 5 offensive linemen and no one helping on a Northwestern commit and a kid that's going to go D1. This is tough. This is a tough task for these offensive linemen. This kid is big. He's 6'3", 235. He's fast and he's strong. And he's got a great motor. You're asking Joey Campbell to make throws into the rest all game.
Well, I'll tell you what, these tackles for Raytown are going to be seeing number 99 in their nightmares as he's just going around the edge.
I'm not even mad at him, though.
That is the final seconds runoff on the first quarter.
Yeah, pretty soon it's going to be time to give them some help.
North Kansas City leads it at the end of 1 in this Suburban White Conference matchup, 20-7 over Raytown. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. This is the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week as we wrap up the regular season in Missouri. Both these teams are high enough in their district standings. They'll have a bye next week, but this is the final regular season game. Winner tonight for North Kansas City. They win the outright conference title if Raytown wins these teams tie. But tell you what, Tommy Adebore has been all over Joe Campbell, and C.J. Price is already in the end zone twice for 35 on the year.
If you want a synopsis of how North Kansas City's up by now, on offense you talk about big C.J. Price, and on defense you talk about Tommy Adebore. They are getting the job done.
Very good student here at Northtown, and headed to Northwestern to play college football. Ready to start the second quarter, and it's going to be a 3rd down and long facing the Blue Jays. Third down and 16 as
Campbell
going to go deep, and this one going to be caught.
Big play.
Key down the sideline. He's gone. Touchdown. It's going to go for 86 yards.
Let me tell you something. You do not count out Raytown when you got Big Joe Campbell at quarterback. Hung in the pocket, a lot of moxie, got some time, uncorks a deep ball in the coverage, had faith in the gun, had faith in his receiver, Devontae Key, and the 5'11", 175-pound junior Key did the rest. Big, crucial play for the Blue Jays.
So just 14 ticks into the second quarter, and we get an 86-yard pass and run from Campbell to Key. As here's McCready's extra point try. And he drills it. He's 2 for 2. Key now with 8 receiving touchdowns. And this track star showed off the speed here after the catch as he got on the sidelines. And I thought the Northtown defender had an angle there, but it dissipated really quickly.
I love the patience that Joe Campbell has here. There's no rush. He feels no pressure really coming, holds it to the last possible second, and uncorks one. And he trusts his receiver here. This is a trust throw in the double coverage. And Key tracks the ball well and runs away.
Right there, I thought the angle was there and just didn't work out. Too much speed for Devontae Key, 86 yards.
You know, Kev, we were talking a little bit before the game about Dez Hudson, the Iowa committed receiver, 6'4", 220, tremendous player. But you also pointed out that Key's pretty doggone good himself. He's just a junior.
Ask Leon Douglas who he was worried about. He said, number 9 worries me. We can put a double team on Desmond Hudson and kind of slow him down, but number 9 is the guy that really worries me, and he just burned him for 86 and a touchdown.
Not a great sign for the defense. Well, like you said, the defender had an angle on Key.
Here's an onside kick again, and the Hornets are ready for it. They'll cover it up at the 47 and their own. So that's Dan Joyner, who had a touchdown catch on that 4th down and 9 play. I mean, these staffs know each other pretty well. I mean, Logan Minich coached for 4 years here under Leon Douglas. They're good friends, and it's like a homecoming night for Coach Minich coming back here to North Kansas City District Stadium, but you know he wants to win tonight. Here's C.J. Price breaking tackles, using the stiff arm.
It takes more than one. It takes more than one.
I'll tell you what, you've got to gang tackle this guy down as he crosses the 50 out to the 48-yard line of Raytown.
Josh White with the tackle.
This guy's a violent runner here.
This is a really nice stiff arm. It's like, beat it. Takes more than that to bring me down.
From the Blue Jays' 48-yard
That's one of the best 2-yard. That's one of the best 5-yard runs you'll see.
It's like a brawl every time he runs the football.
A street fight.
This is going to be Hall, one of their smaller, shiftier backs.
And he runs hard too.
He got a first down as he's down near the 36-yard line. A gain of 12 by Brandon Hall, who's also one of their quarterbacks.
Kevin, I love the way you call
that run is good for another Northtown.
when Price runs the football, you're right. It is like a brawl.
I mean,
it's. Hey, listen, you better have your brass knuckles ready. You better get ready here.
Out of the pistol.
Because Tim's bringing the fight to you.
And here goes C.J. Price to the 30 for a quick 6 up the middle. Has 2 touchdowns, approaching 100 yards. But remember, this guy averages 300 yards per game. So, the 100-yard game is only a third of his night.
Brings up 2nd and 4, Hornets from the Blue Jay 30.
Well, he's already approaching 100 yards. The second quarter just started, so he's well on his way.
2nd down and 4. C.J. Price lowers his pads and be just a little bit shy of the first down. This guy had a big year. Last year was All-State and All-Conference. And Coach Douglas was saying, this guy, he's nothing, no new surprise for us. He had a big year last year. He just didn't get as much pub. I said, well, your team was only 3-7. When you're on a losing squad, the pub doesn't usually go your way. When you're 8-0 and your guys putting up big numbers, the pub goes your way. And here's Price trying to back his way. And Raytown did a good job of slowing him up. The ball came out. Let's see what they're saying. He was down.
Now,
and I don't think he has the first down here from my side angle view here. Let's see. It's going to be, looks like they're going to still need some yardage here.
Now, Kev, you mentioned this earlier. You know, if I'm Raytown, like the only thing I can do to try to stop C.J. Price is I'm hacking at the ball. Like, I'm trying to rip it out of this guy's hands.
Yeah, that's the only negative from talking to coaches around the city, that ball can be ripped out of his hands. He does fumble occasionally. It'll be 4th down and 1 now.
Well,
remember what happened on the last 4th down play?
I
The
wonder
touchdown
where it's
Price
going.
to the touchdown pass to
Joyner.
This
What a
time
play!
tackle for a loss, as coming up and making the plays, Chase Frank.
5'9", 175, takes down 6'1", 215.
And he goes low here. The little guy I call Scrappy Doo comes flying in here down and makes a nice play.
Jim Harbaugh says it ain't hard being a football player if you're a football player. Well, let me tell you something. Chase Frank, all 5'9", 175 pounds on, that kid's a football player.
They say he's their most improved player, a guy that didn't even play last year as a junior. But you ought to see this guy on the practice field. He plays just like he does on Friday nights throughout the week on the practice field. He just goes all out. As Campbell throwing to Burks on the quick out route.
I really like Campbell's delivery. It's sharp. He just a nice sharp pass. I can't wait to see what he looks like as a senior. Just a junior. Wow.
Gain of 6 on that passing play to Jaheim Burks, who is also a quarterback. See if they go into their bag of tricks with a play later with Jaheim Burks throwing the football. Fake the jet sweep. Campbell will take off and run. Has running room. Hudson with a block down the field, and he's out to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11 and a Raytown first down.
One thing I will tell you about Joe Campbell, I can tell already. This kid plays with a tremendous amount of confidence. And that means so much, really at any level, but especially on the high school level, where he can empower his teammates. By belief. They believe in him. They believe in him. This is going to be a great game.
1st and 10, juggled the snap. Now sets up the screen.
My favorite play.
And this is Jaheim Burks. Woo! Check that. That's Messiah Miller. Miller breaking it free, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. Messiah Miller, the scat back, with the screen pass, and it goes for 55 and the touchdown.
And tremendous effort by the Blue Jays receivers downfield when it comes to Spring and Miller. That was a team effort. Miller's going to get the love and the stats, but his teammates helped create that.
And he is a multi-dimensional back. We mentioned he's a good runner, but he now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year. Messiah Miller, who had the game-winning score in the Week 1 win over Blue Springs South in the big upset there. And now, all of a sudden, Raytown has bolted in front at 21-20 as it's the passing game. Campbell to Miller, who just leaked out of the backfield here. And wow, just weaving his way through defenders for the 55-yard receiving touchdown. Well, you mentioned, Therese, when it was 20-7, don't panic if you're a Raytown fan. The Blue Jays can put up points as well. And there it is, 3 plays, 72 yards in under a minute. And it looks like the shootout is broken out here in Northtown tonight. Jeremy Brown, who had a 54-yard kickoff return earlier in the ball game on the opening kickoff. Deep back here. Looks like Raytown's going to kick it regular here. But you're always on the alert for the onside kick. 60% of the time, according to their coaching staff. There it is again. And it's covered up. by their fullback, Mendoza, near midfield. So the short field now for North Kansas City.
Let's go, score!
Thus far, only one turnover in the ball game. That fumble by the Hornets deep in their own territory that cost them points. As it looks like it's going to be Hall at quarterback now, and C.J. Price to his left. And Hall going to take off and run. He's a speedy back.
He is.
And got about 9 on that run.
Hey, Kev, imagine being a defender having to brace for the punishment of C.J. Price, and then you got to deal with the scat back qualities of Hall. What are you supposed to do there? How are you supposed to get adjusted to that?
Well, these guys, Hall and Brown, both have high yards per carry averages. 10.9 for Brandon Hall, yards per carry. Second down and short. Hall going to keep it, has running room. He'll turn the corner inside the spin. 15.
He got it!
And he's in. Brandon Hall. They got a flag down late in the play.
That's a bummer.
So hold the phone on the 43-yard touchdown run by Brandon Hall. Legal block coming up on the Hornets. Block in the back.
Block in the back against the Hornets.
So wave off the rushing touchdown by Brandon Hall.
Oh my goodness, cannot do that.
It's totally unnecessary too. He would have got in anyway. So spotted at the 15, 1st and 10 though.
I love how Coach Douglas is stoic though. Just nothing, not gonna show it. I love
There's
it.
C.J. Price.
Oh my!
Nice tackle from behind by
Hey.
Tim Cashier, the outside linebacker.
Hey, now we've spent a lot of time giving a lot of
C.J.
love
Price
to
on
big
the carry.
C.J. Price, but this Blue Jay defense is here to tackle.
Tackle in the
Okay,
backfield
they
by
are here to
Zamari
tackle.
Gary.
Timmy Cashier coming from the edge
Loss of one on
and
the
takes
play.
down the
Second
big
and
man
11
Cashier.
from the Blue
Not
Jays
that big,
16-yard
5'8",
line.
170. These guys are here to play, and they
You'll
are
get
not
a-
intimidated by the bull.
Tackle for a loss on that play as it'll be 2nd down and 11 back to the 16-yard line. Handed off to Price around the corner, and good job of sealing the edge by Raytown. Not much running room for number 10 on that play. Only get about a yard gained on the play.
Price on the carry. Gain of a yard on the play. 3rd and 10 Hornets from the 15-yard line.
Still now 3rd down and 10 inside the red zone. But now the Hornets are trailing in this game. Give it off to Price.
the hurdle.
He tries the hurdle
Hey.
again. Nothing
Guess
doing
who?
as he is taken down.
Price on the carry. Chase Frank with the tackle.
Chase Frank, I tell you what, this guy is not the biggest guy in the world, but the
He
heart
brings
this
it.
guy plays with.
I mean, it's not just heart though. That is outstanding technique.
Guy didn't even play last year.
Look at that.
From the
That's
Blue Jays
textbook.
13-yard line.
Attacks the outside shoulder, goes low, wraps up. Chase Frank is a football player.
Now 4th down and 8. They got stopped on their last 4th down try. Bad snap. And Hall going to try to run for it, and he is not going to get there. There is a flag down as he's taken down near the 13-yard line. But again, handling the snap, Hall has put one on the ground tonight, and he put that one on the ground momentarily, but got it back. Tried to go for the 1st down, but the penalty is on North Kansas City. Raytown says we will decline it and take the football over on downs.
Not a great snap.
Holding was the call, by the way. And Hall just had to improvise, but Timmy Cashier able to bring him down for another stop.
Here's what I can tell you. Joe Campbell's going to go for the kill here.
So
he can make a play, he's going to do it.
After the 4th down stop, do they go deep? All right. Everybody checking their wristbands for the play.
Oh, he might not necessarily throw deep, but I think he's going to be looking to make a play, either with his legs or his arm.
Jet sweep, Devontae Key, and he cuts it back, and he'll get it out to the 20-yard line. As a nice tackle there by the Northtown defenders, as that was Justin Cunningham, the inside linebacker. As he'll check off the field. He's 2nd down and 4, now facing the Blue Jay offense, and now Adebore jumped into the neutral zone, and they'll get a 1st down via the penalty here, as offsides on the defense. So 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Running play, and this is Messiah Miller, and he's got another Raytown 1st down as he goes for a gain out to the 37, 12 yards. So Messiah Miller caught that 55-yard little screen pass, little run after the catch play. Shows some good running ability here. Good blocking as well by their offensive line for the Blue Jays. Good little spinorama here at the end. Motion by Burks. Pass to Burks in the flat. Now has to make a man miss. Flag is down. And it's tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Good work there by Damon Whitmill, the cornerback. And this is a penalty on Raytown. Illegal procedure on the offense. Say the receiver wasn't lined up properly.
First and 15.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now. And a cluster of receivers to the quarterback's left. Devontae Key is the lone wide receiver with Whitmill at the bottom of your screen. They'll throw it to Burks. The cluster will block, and he'll get it out just shy of the 40-yard line. So they got some of the yardage back, and he is shaken up there as he got drilled right in the small of his back. And we'll get an injury timeout for Jaheim Burks. Right there, C.J. Price. You talk about a violent runner. He's a violent tackler out there.
Yeah, this guy goes for it.
Trainers out to take a look at Jaheim Burks, the transfer from Raytown South. Now, these games between these teams have always been close, Therese. I tell you what, the average margin in the last 4 games, North Kansas City's won 3 of the last 4, is a minuscule 3.2 points per game. So we were expecting a close game tonight, and that's what we've gotten thus far.
I love it.
Next week on our Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, still in the choosing stage, but it is going to be a Missouri playoff game next Friday the 26th at 7 p.m. It's the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week in the Show Me State.
Second and 9.
And Burke's able to run off the field. That's a good sign. Second down and 8 after the injury timeout. Again, they got this cluster of receivers, this time to the right of the quarterback. Quarterback draw, and Campbell taken down at the 40-yard line. Nice play there by Calvin Ewell, the outside linebacker.
Take a look at this here. The Campbell's elusive, but these guys flow to the football hard and fast. I really like that play by Ewell.
Fans chanting defense on 3rd down and 7. Let's see what the Blue Jays can come up with. Jet sweep. Here's Burks trying to throw it. He is a quarterback. He throws low. It is caught by Ben Bryant, but not enough for the first down. So I warn you that Burks may throw the football, and there it was, but it does not result in the first down. It'll be a punt situation now for the Jays. What a catch there as he had to go down low to make the catch. Now remember, Campbell is their punter, but he's also the quarterback, so let's see how Northtown responds to this. Does he pooch punt it, or does he go for it on 4th down? That's the quandary you're in if you're Northtown here.
Love this formation, diamond at the top.
And yeah, we'll get a timeout for Raytown.
Yeah. Gosh, it feels like it's been a while since this place has been rocking like this. How cool is that? One of the true gems of high school football in Kansas City.
It's a great facility. The fans are right on top of the playing surface. And of course, right behind the football stadium, they got some new construction, and that is a fabulous facility there. They got 2 gyms in there, a fancy weight room, cafeteria, classrooms, study areas. I'll tell you what, that is right behind our broadcast position, and that is a fabulous facility. Thank you, the taxpayers of Missouri and those buying lottery tickets and going to the casinos, as they have a nice situation here, a brand new gym with video boards. And there's still more construction on this very old high school. It was opened up in 1925, but the future looking bright here for the Hornets. They had future Hornets night here in their parking lot. Middle school kids here, all happy and smiling, as got some great facilities here at North Kansas City High School.
Oh, man.
4th down and 5. Do they go for it, or do they punt it here? And now we'll get a timeout by North Kansas City, and Leon Douglas is not happy with this guy.
You see Coach Douglas, he's getting after it. I love the fire from Coach Douglas.
Well, you see a lot of teams, Therese, employing the quarterback as the punter. If you can't find a difference-maker punter, just have your quarterback punt it, and you can kind of get the defense/special teams thinking about things.
And you can just see him unleash here.
There's the confusion. And then Coach Douglas says, I need a timeout. I need to talk to my guys here.
Now, let me tell you something. Coach Douglas is a stoic man. So whatever he saw fired him up. Is that right, Kev?
He's a true Kansas City, and he went to Lincoln Prep, played at Missouri Western. He's back here in Northtown leading these Hornets. And again, after 2 timeouts, maybe we'll get a play on 4th down and 5.
When are they going to take a shot up top to the Iowa commit? No help. No help down at the bottom of the screen
here. He will. Quick kick down the field. They're ready for it at the 22 with the return.
Uh-oh.
Some good
Price.
Yeah, they put their big star back there. And he goes goes for 22 on the return. And good field position now for North Kansas City as they went with a quick kick by Joe Campbell. And Leon Douglas was ready for it. He had number 10 waiting back there to return it. So from the 44-yard line after the 22-yard punt return, Matley is the quarterback. And here's C.J. Price.
Oh, man. Look at those bodies.
By Xander Mason.
I love it. The young men in white are really getting after it as far as gang tackling. Like, they've risen to the challenge, Kev.
Xander, one of their seniors. 22 total tackles coming in.
A lot of seniors on this defense.
Xander had that fumble recovery earlier in the ball game.
5 in the front 7 alone.
Under 2 minutes to go before Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by Hy-Vee.
Oh, man.
Price around the corner. And he's taken down. Cashier doing a good job of sealing that edge.
Tim Cashier is not messing around. That kid is really getting after it tonight. They are taking this challenge personally.
Flag after the play.
There was a flag after the ball carrier was taken down here. Good tackle by Cashier. Let's see what the penalty is.
Nice job.
Sideline warning.
Nice job.
It's whistled on Raytown.
Nice job by the middle linebacker. By the defensive lineman, excuse me, David Bean, to kind of get in there and redirect the bull a little bit to the sideline. It takes all that to contain the kid.
Now it'll be 3rd down and 4 yards at midfield. Raytown leading 21-20. Power eye set. Price for 3 yards and another late flag after the play. And now you have to control your emotions in this robbery game.
And I just show some love to the kid.
Foul is on Northtown.
Little English there. You can't have that. Can't have that.
A little extra by the offensive line. It's a dead ball penalty.
Dead ball personal foul against the Hornets.
So it's still going to be a 4th down situation facing North Kansas City, but after the big penalty walk-off, probably going to get a punt coming up from the Hornets. First, we're going to get a Raytown timeout as they're going to get the ball back with plenty of time here, is what they're thinking is. Coach Minich huddled around his guys right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome and acknowledge a special
This is more than enough time for Raytown to score. Joe Campbell doesn't need much, does he? And neither does Key.
Well, these guys are quick strike offenses. Minich only 33 years old. His wife Courtney is a teacher in the Raytown district. Leon Douglas is 34. So these are two of the good young coaches in the metro area squaring off on this field tonight.
You know, Kev, it's so important for the leaders of young men, the high school football coaches, to be able to relate to them. And as long as you're mature for your age, 32, 34, it's helpful, man. You can relate to the kids. They know some of this music. These kids listen to Migos. I'm 34. I do too. I get it. It helps. It helps, man. I love seeing good young coaches do their thing while teaching young men.
Matley will punt on 4th down and 18. Pressure, and he just barely got it off. It's not the greatest of punts. And it'll trickle all the way down to the 35. The Hornets wanted to let that one run a little bit as they're all over their defensive back, Whitmill. Thought he was fielding the ball at shortstop there.
Yeah.
He should have let that one go a little bit. It had some more run, I think, on it. Instead, it'll be at the 35-yard line.
Well, these are high school football players. They're still learning the game. You see that happen a little bit here and there. But I don't know if I don't know if Coach Douglas is going to give him that leeway later in film. I don't think so. I think film's going to be an interesting session.
One timeout left. Raytown, plenty of time.
This is a lot of time for Joe Campbell. This is a lot of time.
He's got 4 receivers to his right. He looks to his left instead. And going down the field, incomplete, looking for Desmond Hudson. And the coverage there was by Glover, the safety man.
I did say on the last drive, I feel like North Kansas City's kind of daring them to throw to the 6'4" kid, and I mean they're gonna make them complete it. If you're Raytown, you can't be afraid to take that shot.
Well, he leads the team in catches, does Hudson. He's a first-team all-conference player, headed to Iowa University. Perez mentioned his size. He's the prototypical guy, 6'4", 210.
That's there.
Yep.
That's there at the top of the screen. It's there.
The one-on-one matchup. The safety is drifting that way, though.
I like that, though.
Campbell taking off and running, using his speed. And he'll fall forward across the 45 near the 48-yard line.
Campbell can roll.
Gain of 13 and a first down for the Blue Jays, who line up quickly as the clock will start ticking once the first down stakes are marked here.
I do like what North Kansas City's doing. Like, they kind of show a little too high look. Sometimes they throw the extra help Hudson's way. Sometimes they don't. They keep him off balance.
Spotted at the 49, and flags are down as the snap is in the hands of Joe Campbell. Campbell got some big muscles there. He is a power lifter. This guy, he won his weight division in powerlifting. So if you think quarterbacks are just out playing golf on the side, no, this guy is really strong.
Now Joe Campbell's got a little bit of swag, because if you can't notice, he's got the Ezekiel Elliott ab showing a little bit. As much as he can, he's letting you know.
First and 15 with the penalty on Raytown. Bootleg action. And throwing, and that's Hudson making the catch. And it'll be just shy of the first down.
Did you see the heat on that throw rolling to his left?
He has the arm strength, does Campbell. As he hooks up with Hudson for the first time tonight. This is throwing against his body.
Pew! I love it. That's D1 to D1 right there. Let's see more of it.
13 yards.
Let's go.
I said when I watched Joe in practice the other day with Coach Minich, he kind of has a Drew Brees vibe to him. You know, you don't want to say he's like Drew Brees, who just set all the NFL passing records, but he has kind of a Drew Brees type motion. And he said, well, that's funny you would mention that, because Purdue, where Drew Brees played his college ball, has shown interest. He said Iowa State's shown interest as well, but he's only a junior. As Coach Minich talking to his offense now as he burned his final time out here.
The Purdue interest is interesting because, their coach is Jeff Brom, who knows quarterbacks. I really like that fit for him if that's where that ends up materializing into something. But right now, he's just worried about winning this game and a share of the title.
Yeah, when you haven't won a conference championship in 27 years, I'd say Raytown, that's a pretty important thing to them. 1991 was their last conference title. Here's the pass, man wide open, that's Messiah Miller, and he goes out of bounds after he gets the first down inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Be a gain of 14. Looked like Miller had a little more running room there, but decided he didn't like the angle the defender had on him and decided to run out here.
Playing it safe. I get it.
First and 10 from the 29.
Messiah Miller, by the way, amazing running back name. Awesome running back name.
Campbell. Throwing incomplete, and that was intended for Jaheim Burks, who's kind of his dump-off guy, outlet guy.
Campbell plays with like a real poise. You notice that, Kev? Like, I really like the poise he plays with. He's not rushing. He's not panicking. He's trying to. That was a smart play. He's a cool customer, this kid.
Let's see. What's he have? What, 2 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown tonight? And the long one to Key and the long one to Miller, and then he punched one in, a little short rushing touchdown. 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Campbell, good timing this play. Now he's going to take off as the clock in his head went off, and he said, I need to run this and get what I can and get out of bounds. Shows good football smarts. Stops the clock with 12 seconds to go in your first half here. His team up by a point. A missed PAT is the difference here on the first touchdown by North Kansas City. Now 3rd down and long. It's 3rd down and 8. Well, they say an average play lasts 6 seconds. They got 2 plays left here. And now Campbell going deep middle. And the ball is jarred free. Oh, what a play.
Wow.
As the ball was knocked free there by Solomon Glover, the safety man.
Kudos to the 6'2", 185-pound junior who comes up big for his team.
Miller had it in his hands, and this is the ball being popped out by the shoulder of Glover.
Hey, man, Glover coming up big for his team. I love it. Great job. I'll be interested to see how many people North Kansas City rushes here.
Well, it's 4th down and 8. And the crowd is as loud as they've been all night here.
Are they going to spy?
Here we go. Campbell going to throw it to the end zone for Hudson. And it's broken up, incomplete.
A lot of black jerseys around.
And Glover was back there. He got a piece of it. And that is your first half. What a good one here in the Suburban White Conference. 21-20 with a conference title on the line between North Kansas City and the Raytown Blue Jays. It's the Hy-V High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. We're back with Hy-V at the half on this senior night in Northtown. Welcome to Hy-V at the half. We're in North Kansas City at the North Kansas City District Stadium, a big conference game between North Kansas City and Raytown. Time now for the Hy-V first half highlights, and a good start for the Hornets on the opening kickoff here, Therese.
Yeah, you got that right, Jeremy Brown. Big return, getting the Hornets off to a great start and showing you that this game is going to be lit. Then you got the big fella, the Bull, C.J. Price, diving in with the Superman flourish. And then you got North Kansas City shooting itself in the foot. A fumble in its own territory recovered by Mason, which sets up a touchdown by Joey Football, Joe Campbell. And then you got an awesome throw here to the tight end, Danny Joyner Jr. down the seam. Nice response by the Hornets.
That was a 4th down and 9 play, by the way.
That's right. And then you got an unexcusable miscue. And you got the Bull finishing it off. Too big, too strong, too fast. And Campbell is not done. Uncorks a gorgeous deep ball to let his receiver go get it. And that's what Key, the 5'11 junior, went to go do as he took it all the way. Campbell still wasn't done. Fantastic screen pass. And the kid with maybe the best name on the field, Messiah Miller, takes it the distance. Gotta love it. High school football in Kansas City at its best.
Here's your Hy-V first half numbers. As we would expect, Raytown the passing team, North Kansas City the running team.
Hey man, this game's lived up to its billing and both teams are doing what they do. You got Raytown, a team that passes 75% of the time. That's a 10-to-1 passing ratio, I believe. And then you got North Kansas City, a team that runs 90% of the time. There you go. They got the big throw to Joyner, but this is a running team. Turnovers are going to decide this one. It's a lot of penalties so far. Look at that. Look at the penalty numbers here. That's a lot for a high school game. You know, I think these teams are going to have to play a little bit more discipline. At the end of the day, whichever team loses this game, they're going to point to turnovers and penalties as the reason why they lost.
Halftime here in Northtown. 21-20, the Jays over the Hornets on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. The Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official sponsor of High School Spirit. If you like high school football, the Spirit is at a high level tonight here in Northtown. We're seeing a good one between North Kansas City and Raytown. And the Blue Jays quarterbacks had a very good first half, both running the football and throwing it.
You know, Joe Campbell is so much fun to watch. He's just a junior, but he's a team captain, which says a lot because high school teams are really like, seniors protect that, right? But that shows you how much they love this guy, and it shows because he's fantastic. He's beat him with his arm. He's beat him with his legs, and he's shown a lot of gumption. Now, this is a kid that can bring you back, and he has brought him back. Remember, you know, Raytown was down in this game, 20-7. He brought him back. Okay, there was a point where Raytown scored touchdowns on 3 or 4 possessions. So I like that. And he's putting the ball where it needs to be. He's escaping pressure. They're going to need more of that because I'm going to tell you something. Big number 99 for North Kansas City, Tommy Adabare, is going to be around the whole second half, baby. So they're going to need, Raytown's going to need this kid to keep giving them the goods.
And on the North Kansas City side of things, C.J. Price, well, you saw his astronomical numbers. He continued those in the first half of this ball game.
The Bull, 6'1", 215, living up to the billing. North Kansas City scored on 3 of its first 4 possessions. And that was by giving the ball to their bell cow. A little Superman flair right there. The Reggie Bush dive. You gotta love it. Listen, this kid's a great back. And I will tell you this. He tortured Raytown early. You called it, bringing a brawl to him. But I feel like Raytown's responded since that early onslaught. They took that brawl and made it a street fight. And please believe it's going to be just like that again in the second half.
Hy-Vee at the half will continue after this break. Good one here in Northtown on your Friday night of football. Wrapping up halftime, brought to you by Concord Career College. Start your healthcare career in months, not years. Concord has several career paths to choose from, and classes are forming now. To find out more, visit concord.edu. And a missed PAT, the difference earlier in the ball game after the first touchdown score.
Yeah.
It was a hooked extra point by Ronaldo Calderon, and a miscue deep in North Kansas City's own territory by their quarterback, and they were able to get a Joe Campbell rushing touchdown, taking advantage of the short field, as it was our Iron Workers defensive play of the game, as coming up with the football was Xander Mason, our IronWorkers10.com defensive play of the game by the defensive lineman for Raytown. And they got him the short field, and they punched it in, and you're down by a point. When do you go for a 2-point conversion if you're North Kansas City? You got to score the football first. It'll be Raytown getting the football to start the third quarter, but give me some strategy here as we got a few minutes before we start the second half, Therese.
Well, I mean, so far, both these teams, you know, both coaches seem fairly aggressive. How many onside kicks have we seen tonight? So, look, man, I think that, you know, you miss another one. You know, it might make sense to start going for it. It might make sense to start doing it now. But I will say this too. You know, you saw some miscues early. Not entirely unusual for a big high school football game, especially with two teams that are like kind of good for the first time in a little while. Remember, you know, North Kansas City was 3-7 last year. You know, Raytown was just 5-5. So these are stakes neither squad, neither player, neither team are really kind of used to. So I'm not totally surprised there were some miscues early.
Where do you think the place to be in Northtown is this Friday night?
You know,
there's a lot of people here.
Look, and you got take a look at the end zones. You see people standing in the end zones watching this game. I covered high school football here for a long time, and when I started in 2006, this place, you could have called it Ghost Town, not Northtown. But it's so cool to see the way that this school has changed. Look at the students here supporting a very good team. It's really awesome to see. Again, this is one of the best venues in Missouri to watch high school football.
What you got to love is those fans right there are like 5 yards from the field.
It's so close, right? There's no track, and that's just so rare now. This is a great venue, and these are two good teams.
Ready for the second half kickoff. Calderon has it on the tee. Devontae Key waiting at the goal line. And the second half is now underway. Key coming up. He'll field it on a bounce at the 7-yard line. And great special teams work.
Ferocious
by the Hornets.
Hey, now.
As coming down and making the special team stop was Whitmill, the defensive back.
Talk about setting the tempo to start the second half.
Damon Whitmill.
Only 5'9", 160. But he hit like he was a bigger man right there.
That is only a 4-yard return, so Joe Campbell and the offense will start deep in their own territory.
His reward for that is getting to see number 1 in shotgun again.
Watch the draw!
Quarterback draw.
Speed.
And there's the speed of Campbell as he's out to the 25 and a gain of 16 and a first down.
That's going to be there, Kev.
This guy's got some speed. He has 9 rushing touchdowns on the year as well.
That's going to be there because Northtown has to respect the playmakers at receiver. That's going to spread out the defense. And if they don't respect it, there'll be other receivers they can hit. There's only one man with his hand in the dirt right now for Northtown.
Inside running play to Messiah Miller. Great move by Miller. And he runs for a first down as he's out near the 38-yard line as he'll get 13. Watch the nifty cuts by Messiah Miller for Raytown.
Messiah Miller does his best LaShawn McCoy impression. Whoop! Right there. Kudos, young man. He has a great running back name, and he's living up to it tonight.
Officially spotted at the 39, 1st and 10. First drive of the third quarter. Jays by 1. Play action. Quarterback gets away from the rush.
He's so elusive.
Turning the corner.
Turning that into a plus.
He thought he was going to get sacked for a loss of yardage, and Joey Football runs it out for a nice gain.
Okay, Kev, be honest. You've seen a lot of high school football. How many other quarterbacks make a play out of this? I'm serious.
Not many.
Look at this. He should be down right there.
That was Ewell, had a piece of him, the outside linebacker.
And not only does he avoid the sack, he turns it into a gain.
Gain of 4, second down and 6.
Oh, here's that motion that you see in the NFL.
Quarterback
it's a draw.
He's reading, and he's out near midfield for another first down for Raytown.
Yo, Joey Football came out on a mission this half.
Well, he's averaging 3 yards per carry, but tonight that average is a lot higher.
Very diligent with that fake. I like it. This is a kid who's been well coached. You can tell.
Out of the pistol set, it'll be Messiah Miller. And he's going nowhere.
You know,
Clyde Price Jr. got him there.
we spent a lot of time in the first quarter talking about Tommy Adabare, but his offensive line has stepped up to the challenge. Look at 56 at the top. Jacob Ogan, he's playing with a little bit of aggression, and he needs to keep it up because they're going to keep throwing, and Adabare is going to keep coming.
Quick pass. Hudson catches it and fights to the 45-yard line.
I like that. I like that.
Still be about 4.5, 5 yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like that because North Kansas City is doing what it can to take him out the game, but receivers need the football to keep running hard. But you got to give them touches to get the best out of them. I like the fact that they schemed it up for this D1 player to get the ball.
Third down and 5. Quarterback draw. Campbell lost the ball. Ball loose. Northtown's covered it up. He ran into his own teammate and it jarred it free. He had the first down easily. And the Hornets will come up with the football. It's Dan Joyner Jr.
Have a game. Have a game, Joyner. I mean, that's all day.
He ran into his own lineman there.
Heads up play.
His right guard.
Heads up play by Dan Joyner Jr. That's why you always pay attention on the football field. You never know when the football might bounce your way. That's a big play.
The umpire got tripped up on the play as well. And
Flag on the play.
Flag is down prior to the snap. And it's on Raytown. That's their third encroachment call of the night.
The frustration evident on the face of Coach Logan Minich.
Yeah, the umpire is Vaughn Taylor, and these officials are right in the midst of the action. 1st and 5 at the penalty yard. There goes C.J. Price. Ball is knocked out. And it's going to be maintained by North Kansas City. How about the scary moments on the Northtown sidelines there?
How about this? The two studs on each team trying to give the ball away. What's going on?
Well, he's carrying it loosely.
Yep, and he just lost it.
And he got knocked free, and that ball just went out of bounds. Raytown would have got their second fumble recovery of the night. Instead, it's a first down run. Hall keeps it.
No, sir.
Hall going to be thrown for a loss.
Big.
A face mask penalty coming up on Raytown as Frank made the stop in the backfield, but somebody took a swipe at Hall's face mask, and that's going to be the call here. As Hall is adjusting his helmet, is right here. It's Aubrey Martin, the linebacker. There's the swipe, and he got a piece of the face mask. Frank makes a nice tackle here, but it's all for naught with the penalty yardage.
One small thing I noticed for North Kansas City, Caleb Mendoza blocking to the whistle. I can appreciate that.
Well, they must have waved off the flag there. First and 10. And a running play by Brandon Hall. Brandon Hall for a first down down to the 30-yard line. Brandon Hall in at quarterback, showing off his wheels. Fakes the jet sweep, and then he's off to the races.
Brandon Hall walking tall. Trying to show this Raytown defense, hey, you gotta pay attention to somebody else, not just number 10.
Hall is their quarterback out of the shotgun. And they'll give it off to C.J. Price.
The ball!
C.J. using the stiff arm to clear the way. And he's inside the 10-yard line and went over the fence. He looks to be okay.
Oh my God, he's running so hard.
The man runs violent into the fence as well.
And even fences aren't spared the wrath of the bull. This kid runs so hard. He's running hard, good vision, good power. Pa! And he hits the corner. I love it.
26 yards and a fence to boot.
And a fence.
Here's C.J. Price.
Ooh.
And he is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, one thing I've noticed watching these guys in person here, Leon Douglas has Northtown. His kids play hard. You know, you notice his kids block to the whistle. I just saw Dan Joyner Jr. blocking to the whistle. They play with an edge. I respect that. I appreciate that. That's what football is about, even on the high school level.
Actually lost about a yard on the play, back to the 6-yard line.
And Raytown does too. Raytown does too. That's what's making this such a great game.
Hall fakes the jet sweep, gonna turn the corner. He gets in. A flag is down.
I wonder if that was the block I saw.
And Hall.
It might have been the one.
Already had one rushing touchdown taken off the board because of an illegal block. And he's going to have another touchdown waved off the board because of an illegal block. I think it was Cosentino here, 73. Yep. So now the ball with the penalty yardage is moved back to the 14-yard line.
The good news for the Hornets is that they still got number 10.
And it's second down. So second down and goal from the 14-yard line. Here's Price.
The Bull.
Oh, what a tackle there.
There's that man again.
And that's Josh White, the inside linebacker, flying up and making a very physical tackle.
Josh White's fantastic. Second team all-conference linebacker. We've seen him a few times a night.
He leads the team in total tackles for the Blue Jays, flying in with a Superman tackle.
That's all right. You can pose a little bit, young man. That was worth it. That's a heck of a play.
No gain on that last play. It'll be third down and goal from the 14-yard line for Raytown. Still trailing by a point here as we play in the third quarter.
He's a true inside linebacker. He's getting his guys together.
Hall gives it off to Brown. He's in trouble. And he's going to be tackled for a loss. Dallas Glenn was the first guy to make contact, number 94. He had the penetration and slowed him down before his teammates helped out. But the senior Glenn making a nice play for Raytown.
Interesting decision. Interesting situation for North Kansas City now. And they're gonna line up for it. From 38 yards.
Calderon is 0 for 2 on the year. They're going to spot this at the 29, so this will be a 39-yard attempt. He missed the PAT early. Can he redeem himself and give his team the lead here in the third quarter? Ball placed down. Kick is up. And it is left. No good. So he's 0 for 3 is Ronaldo Calderon. And the ball goes over to the Raytown Blue Jays. And there's a football coach that told me when you miss a PAT from some distance, that's just like a turnover in a game. Because you give the ball back to the team with decent field position. But yeah, he had the distance here, but just pulled it left.
Yeah, and I'd be really surprised if Raytown doesn't capitalize on this momentum. You saw how fired up the kids in white on the other sideline were. This is a time that's ripe for a big play. And they got just the man to do it. Number 1, Joey Football.
So we'll get it at the 20-yard line. First and 10, Miller in the backfield. Bryant, Key, Hudson, your wide receivers. Setting up the screen to Messiah Miller. Flag is down as he's across the 25. Tackle shy of the 30, but this penalty looks to be on Raytown as there's a injured player as well for North Kansas City at the 30-yard line.
Now I want to show some love to Raytown's offensive play calling, because the head coach Logan Minich calls the plays. What I like is that early in this game for North Kansas City, the defensive end Tommy Adabare gave him a lot of trouble, but they started mixing in this screen, and it's been very effective to slowing that pass rush. We see you, Coach Minich. We see you.
There you see.
Yep.
Adabore, he saw the screen coming.
That's good coaching. Good coaching offensively. Slow that rush down.
So the holding penalty, and now we've got an injury timeout. Injury timeout for a Hornet who's down on the field. That's Cam Walls, who's a defensive back and senior, getting some college love. Now getting helped out by the trainer. Five and a half to play in your third quarter. Raytown leading by a point. First down and 15 with the holding penalty, and now Campbell going to take off and run. Got most of the penalty yardage and a little more, running to his own sideline there.
You know, Raytown's offensive play calling is really smart. You know, they spread you out, and to prevent you from like overloading them like inside with rushers, like they're not afraid to let Campbell get outside the pocket and stretch you that way. They make you defend the entire field.
So now second down and 10. Campbell, time to throw, and throws wide of Devontae Key near the 30-yard line, incomplete.
Don't worry, you get another chance. The way these guys throw the football.
Key has that 86-yard receiving touchdown in the first half. Couldn't get that one. Now third down and 10 for the Jays after the missed field goal from.
What do you think about that draw here, Kevin?
Quarterback
draw.
Yeah, they've used it a lot tonight. I wouldn't be shocked if they did it here. It's a safe play. If they see the linebackers vacate the middle of the field, they may use it here.
Might not be there.
Nope. He's going to throw, and throws a one-hopper incomplete to Key on the far sideline. It'll be fourth down and 10.
So what I'm noticing right now with Joey football is that he's not like in a rhythm throwing the football, right? Like he standing in the pocket and delivering. He needs to kind of get back in a rhythm. He does. Plus there was pressure. That's a good.
Remember, Campbell punts. I wouldn't think they'd get too cute here in their own neck of the woods.
Guess who's back to return it, though?
C.J. Price is your punt returner, and this is a pretty good punt. It's away from C.J. Price, and they're going to let this one roll out, and it's going to be down to the 32-yard line. That's a 48-yard punt.
That was a really nice job.
That was a heck of a punt by Joey Campbell as he kind of switched the field back to the other side as they got a little roll there. And Matley, the quarterback on this set, number 15 for North Kansas City. C.J. Price.
Let's see what Dan Joyner dials up here for the Hornets, the offensive coordinator.
Now it's going to be C.J. Price running hard across the 35 near the 39-yard line for a quick 6 or 7 yards.
No, he's bloody. Oh my God, this kid runs so hard. His elbow was bleeding earlier, and now his lower leg is.
Second and 3 Hornets from their own 39-yard line.
Well, this guy His season best was a 417-yard performance against the Cupies of Columbia Hickman. Second down and short, and here's Price lowering his pads, and he's going to be close to the first down for the North Kansas City squad, but he also had a 7-touchdown game earlier this year.
I think the fact that the Bulls had games like that, but he hasn't lit this Raytown defense up like that, even though he's had a good game, is a reflection of how physical these Blue Jays are. They deserve respect. They've done a really nice job matching the physicality of the Bull.
7 touchdowns for C.J. Price against Belton. It is a first down. Motion by Hall. They'll pitch it out to Brandon Hall. He's got some running room. Cuts it back up. And taken down by Christian Johnson. But he has enough for another first down as he goes for 11. You like the play call here.
I do. Nice job by Dan Joyner to switch it up. We haven't seen this all night. A little option pitch to a fast kid. I like that. And trust me, he noticed the way the Blue Jay defense sucked into the run. That's something they're going to keep in mind. And this is something that could also really open up the middle of the field, too.
Yeah, they sucked in the outside linebacker Cashier. First and 10.
The Bull.
Yeah, there he goes. He is running backwards and just dragging people for another first down run.
He looks rested.
As he gets it inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
That's the little Lev Bell action right there, just a little. Now, at the next level, he won't be doing that. There's a 300-pounder, a little pop you, but for here, it's okay.
First and 10 from the 34. This is Brandon Hall. It was the Swiss Army knife of this team, does so much. He'll get about 4 yards on the run. We see him play quarterback. He can return kicks and punts. He'll play some wide receiver. I thought we had a shootout here, but
defensives have showed up in the second half, man.
Made some defensive adjustments here, and scoring is quieted down. Here's C.J. Price up the middle for the first down. Manning able to bring him down, but he tried to rip it out there. After he crossed the 25, he'll get yardage, about 10 yards on the play, near the 21-yard line. But watch Manning here. He makes the tackle, but at the end, he's trying to get this ball out here.
They should keep doing that.
They've seen the scouting report.
They should keep doing that. Nice display of sportsmanship, helping him up. I like it. Pick him up, knock him back down again the next play. High school football at its best.
Price gets to the outside, and Manning again making the stop. And it's another first down run for C.J. Price, as now they're starting to gash the Raytown defense with big-time runs by number 10.
And this is what I was saying in the first quarter. Every run by the Bull was going to pay off later in the game. Right now, just right now, Raytown's not striking him with the same violence that they did earlier in this quarter or even in the second quarter.
He has a wrap on his left hand there. First and goal from the 9 for C.J. And C.J. gonna pound it in. Touchdown, Northtown. C.J. Price from 9 yards out. His third of the night. His 36th of the season.
Believe it or not, that is the first touchdown since the first quarter. And again, we thought it was gonna be a shootout. But you might as well just call that the C.J. Price drive. They said, hey, listen, we got a 6'1", 215-pound running back. He reminds people of Le'Veon Bell. Guess what? We're just going to give him the football every play this drive. Have fun. And it wasn't every play, but it was darn near close.
And now here's your two-point conversion try to make up for the missed PAT.
Give it to him again.
Matley gives it off to Price, and he's going to fight in for the two-point conversion. He was stopped short and just powered through the defensive tackle.
I gotta tell you, C.J. Price didn't just pull a levy up right there by putting his helmet in the chest of the defender. He pulled an Earl Campbell. That was the great Earl Campbell right there. Watch this. Good vision, number one. Good.
This is the touchdown run, yeah.
But he shows nifty feet. I love that. That's great. Really nifty feet. And he runs hard. Good vision. And we're going to show the Earl Campbell here in a second. He puts his head right in the chest.
He was 2 yards short there and just powered through to get the 2-point conversion.
Yep.
Young fan getting bounced 28 times now with that 2-point conversion ad. And all of a sudden, North Kansas City has grabbed the lead.
It's game time. It's game time. We back in it. We got the lead now. Now let's hold it. We had them at 27. Let's get back to that. I want to get comfortable.
I'll tell you one thing. It's one thing to just lead with your actions. It's another to lead with your words. It's even better to do both. C.J. Price, the team captain, carrying the mail for the Hornets.
Calderon, the run-up. And this kick going to get to the end zone for a touchback.
Nice job by Calderon.
After the touchback,
Now it's Joe Campbell's turn on the stage. Once he got up his play chart,
I think we know he probably has
or whatever he wear. Yeah, you got. I don't know where you hide it with. He's wearing the no sleeves tonight, so he's got a wristband, and he's going to come out and try to put his team on his shoulders here. And first and 10 from the 20-yard line. Miller in the backfield. Motion by Key. They'll throw it out to Key, and the pass is behind him and incomplete.
He's just not in rhythm right now. He's
out of sync.
He's out of sync. He's out of sync while trying to throw from the pocket. They got to get him on the move again. Get him to stop thinking. Get him on the move again. Sprint out. Maybe touch this defense vertically as well. They haven't done that as much as I thought they would. They need to take an up-top shot to your 6'4", 220-pound receiver. Let's see it. Your Iowa commit, or even Key. Key's outstanding as well. Let's make these guys respect the whole field.
On second down and 10, out to Burks. They go underneath. He's their
that works too.
Speedy little wide receiver and get a nice gain, but not enough for the first down. It's going to be third down. They're going to still need a few yards here as you want to see number one kind of get his rhythm back. As now they're going to face a third down and 4 in their own territory here, trailing now 28-21.
Keep an eye on Atabara here.
Swing it out. They've got Miller. He's got the first down. He angles out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Be a gain of 9. Well, Atabora thought he got held there by the offensive lineman. Nothing called. First and 10, Blue Jays, just across the 35. Campbell finding his man there.
A little bit of
turning
help there.
up the field to the 43-yard line is Desmond Hudson.
Atabari had to contend with a running back as well on that play, not just the left tackle.
7-yard pickup to the young man that's headed to Iowa to play for the Hawkeyes.
Second down and 3.
Campbell being a field general, getting his guy lined up.
Now Campbell going to take off and run for the first down. Still on his feet, breaking free.
All day.
Got his wide receivers
That's
blocking.
all day.
And a nice open field stop. Or this might have been a touchdown. As coming up and making the stop is Whitmill. Campbell had some room here, and his wide receivers are down the field throwing some blocks here.
He'll continue to have room. This is the one way they've consistently hurt this Hornet defense. I would make them devote more resources to keeping them in the middle of the field. So until North Kansas City makes an adjustment, if I'm Campbell, I keep trying to do little scrambles up the middle until they make an adjustment.
First down, quick pass. Hudson catching, using the stiff arm, and then
Trying to get
swung
him
down
involved.
near the 36-yard line.
Trying to get him involved.
7-yard gain by Hudson as the clock winding out on the third quarter.
Okay.
See if they get a playoff before the end of the third quarter. And, well, Leon Douglas was walking out with 4 fingers in the air and then said, uh-oh, these guys might run a play here. Instead, they will not. So, end of 3, and Northtown and North Kansas City behind their star running back, C.J. Price, has come back and taken a lead as we go to the fourth quarter, 28-21 on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports in Northtown as we take a look at the scoring in the game by quarters. A lot of points in the first half, not so much in the second half, but a big touchdown and 2-point conversion by North Kansas City has them in front as we go to the final 12 minutes in this one, as it'll be second down and 3, a long 3 from the 36-yard line facing the Raytown Blue Jays and their quarterback, Joe Campbell, the junior.
Let's see what kind of magic
Hey, Coach, I'm about to screen.
Joey's got up his sleeve.
Listen to the crowd here
They roar.
in Northtown.
The screen again.
Hudson way back behind the line of scrimmage as the pass was off target. Hudson had to redirect, able to get what he can, but I don't think he got the first down. But man, he had to come a long way to make this catch.
Yeah, he sure did. You got to make a better throw than that. Campbell's got to find his rhythm again. Maybe that's what these short passes are all about. He'll get there, though. He's a good kid, good quarterback. He'll get there.
It's going to be third down and 2.
And this is tough because North Kansas City's got to worry about the scramble since they haven't been able to stop all night. Yeah.
Quarterback draw. And dragging him down is the freshman Orange, but not after he acquired the first down. Dangerous tackle, being tackled from behind like that. It was not a horse collar, but it's kind of the same feeling on your legs when a guy that size grabs you from behind like that.
Can we take a moment to appreciate the fact that Dominique Orange is a freshman?
9th grader. Look how big he is.
Good Lord. 21 tackles, a sack, and 6 tackles for loss this season. Keep an eye on him, folks.
New set of downs. They fake the short pass. Throw. Find
The sidearm sling.
That was
By Joey
Jaheim
Football.
Burks. Got open. They faked the pass to Hudson, coming back on that screen, and then found Jaheim Burks
Like
here.
The sidearm sling. Joey Football connects.
And it's another first down. Spot the football at the 15-yard line, looking to tie this ball game up early fourth quarter. Fake the jet sweep. Campbell will take it off on the read option. Woo! And he is whipped down inside the 5.
Running hard.
And let's see where they're going to spot this football. It was kind of a tackle that...
He's feeling himself now.
That was C.J. Price making the tackle, but he flung him forward all the way to the 2. Gave him some extra yardage with the tackle. Now it'll be first and goal. Jays trying to get this ball game even. Campbell diving over the top. Yes, touchdown Raytown. Joey Football flying and scoring for the Jays.
What gumption. What gumption. And we got us a ball game up here in Northtown, folks.
Second rushing touchdown of the night, 10th of the season for Campbell. And the PAT will tie it at 28. Ian McCready. Placement is good. Kick is good. Tied at 28. What a drive by the Blue Jays. Campbell still trying to find his passing rhythm, but running the football, no problem for this guy.
That's a big drive for those guys. That's a big drive for Campbell, punching it in even though he's not totally in rhythm. Good sign for the rest of the game. Nice job by the lineman up front, clearing the way. And Campbell sacrificing his body for his team. Gotta love it. The emotion of high school football. There it is, folks.
Double-digit drive, covered 80 yards. Fans can reach down and give a high five to the starting quarterback here in Northtown.
Hey, one of the most intimate stadiums you'll ever watch a game at in the state of Missouri. Nice night running the football.
They go with the onside kick, and this one is fought for, and Raytown got it.
Oh my.
Now the flag has come out. Now was the ball touched prior to the 50 by a Blue Jay? As they have come up with the football. Jesse Nickel, one of their defensive backs. Now Logan Minich out of the field. He saw the flag, and I think he's thinking that maybe they're going to wave this off, the possession to Raytown, because his team was touched. Yes, the ball was touched prior to the 50 by a Blue Jay, so it'll be North Kansas City football. And Logan Minich, not a happy camper.
Football, just like life, is a game of inches.
There's no instant replay on the high school level, but that's apparently what they're calling. And it'll be North Kansas City football at the 50-yard line. Let's see, Therese Baylor, give us your expert opinion on this onside kick.
Let's see.
They touch it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boy, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think that's why Coach Minich is
Here's a different
upset.
angle here.
There's a good angle here. It's hard to tell. I don't think so, though. Coach sure seems to think so.
He's talking with Alonzo Hood, the referee. Let's see what the official call was here. I thought it was the ball illegal touching here. Let's see what the call is on the field with Alonzo. Is he going to make a signal call here? And now Coach Minich is coming out, and now he's going to get a flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct as he has left the coaching box. And he is a very unhappy camper now.
Yeah. The passion is okay.
Now he's saying that Leon Douglas is out on the field talking, and that's why he thought he should be out there. Maybe kind of even things out. There's Leon. He hadn't called a timeout. He's way out on the field.
Right. They need to get a hold of this game. Let's call the penalty. Let's move on.
Oh, they're going to call a second penalty this time. illegal block.
Watching the back.
Illegal block on Raytown. It's not a touching situation. And then an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on both teams.
That's the right way to go.
Both coaches were well out of
That's fine. That's the right way to go. Don't penalize
area.
one. Penalize both. They offset. Let's move on.
Illegal block.
Does he touch it? I think this. Okay, good. Good. Let's just do it again. Beautiful. Let's go.
So there's the block in the back is what they're calling. And we're going to re-kick it.
That's right. Let the kids decide this.
All that.
That's fine. Let the kids
The
decide.
illegal block, 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, sideline warnings. We're going to re-kick back to the 30-yard line.
Good.
And you think North Kansas City thinks they're not going to do an onside kick again?
Look, all I know is this is a league championship game.
That's right.
So let the kids decide the game.
The kicker is looking to the sidelines about what they want to do here. Do we want to onside it, or do we want to
These teams are competing
kick it
so
normally?
hard. They are competing so hard, Kev.
Looks like he's saying the normal kick here with that gesture there.
What is he?
But you remember Jeremy Brown is a very good kickoff man. And now they go with a short kick. Picked off by Brandon Hall.
I got great field
All
position.
of that, the ball will be at the 49-yard line for North Kansas City.
The same spot, basically. This, okay, let's play some ball. You think number 10's getting the football here?
Yes, I do.
Anybody else?
I mean, yeah, Brandon Hall's been an impressive guy. You know, maybe they throw down the seam to the tight end Joyner. I don't know. This
That'd be a good time for that, I think.
This is a power set with Hall and Price in the backfield. CJ taking it, and Manning bringing him down from his
and he's talking
waist there. And another nice first down run.
Price with the carry.
About 9 yards.
CJ Price.
Make it 8. Second down and 2.
CJ Price looks like he's been in a battle, a brawl, and he's talking. I like it. Let's go. This is high school football at its best. Competing. Who will win?
Price.
He's running hard.
Now they redirected him
challenge.
east-west. Christian Johnson got him out, and
My
he
man
did not
Brandon Lewis
get the first down.
stepping
And
up.
some good penetration by the defense for Raytown.
Christian Johnson. Nice job.
That cashier on the end there kind of redirected him. And
This is
actually
going to be a battle of
lost
wills
a
here.
yard. It'll be third down
This
and
is
3.
third and 3. This is a battle of wills here. Full house backfield. We know who's getting the ball.
CJ up the middle and
he's dragging.
pile driving defenders for a first down inside the 35.
The bull.
Javon Mosley in on that.
And he gets up a little gimpy. But he's running hard here. Running so hard.
That run is good for another Northtown.
Jersey over his left shoulder coming apart.
First and 10 Hornets from the Blue Jay 33.
Spotted at the 33, first and 10. Matley, your quarterback, gives it off to Hall. And Hall is their speed back, fighting his way inside the 30 as
The water bug.
pushing after the play in this ball game. I tell you what, you don't want to be blocking too much after the whistle. You're going to get a flag tonight.
I mean, Northtown pushes it though, okay? They reflect their head coach, and they get after it. They play to the whistle. Imagine trying to tackle 6'1", 215, then trying to corral 5'8", 165. That's what it's like going from C.J. Price to Brandon Hall.
On second down and 5, Price powers inside the 25-yard line.
Right here.
Still just short of the first down.
This is just power football.
Manning with the nice tackle. He and C.J. Price have been kind of congratulating one another after each play, showing, like you said, good sportsmanship. But Manning's made a lot of tackles, number 8 in the secondary on C.J. Price.
Yes. I've been impressed by the Raytown defense against this kid. They're competing, man.
Third down, hurdling the pile, and it's a first down for the Hornets.
That's his go-to move.
You know, when guys are laying there, he just says, I'm going to jump over the guys and move the chains for the Hornets.
The Hornets.
Under 8 to play in regulation, tied at 28. Northtown wins tonight. They're the outright conference champions. If Raytown wins, they tie with North Kansas City for the conference title this year. Here's Hall, the cutback. The Million Dukes jumped on his back and took a ride there down near the 16-yard line. It'd be a gain of 6 on the play.
You know, Hall runs pretty hard for his size.
He is a tough little running back. I mean, you got Hall and Brown averaging over 10 yards per carry. And the same case is made for C.J. Price. This running game is what it's all about. And they average over 500 yards per game. And
they don't play around.
You know, 90+% of it's on the ground.
Oh,
here's
power
Price.
Football. I love it.
And Price,
this team
cutback action.
You can tell that North Kansas City hits. Like in practice and stuff, like they hit. Because like they play with a physicality. And also you can tell by their offensive line. You saw the way that those offensive linemen were on the move when they pulled, and they timed it up well with the blocking. Yeah, this team is accustomed to physical football, and you only get there by hitting in practice.
Now third down and 1. Hornets driving in a tie ball game. And now we'll get a timeout. And now Coach Minich is being instructed to get off the field again by the white hat, Alonzo Hood.
That's a good job. Just keep them in line. Don't do anything to hurt either team. Let the kids decide it, but keep them in line. I get it.
Timeout
Emotions
taken
run high
by North Kansas City. Both these teams are.
Listen, you know, I feel like these coaches and these players deserve a little leeway. This game is literally the culmination of all the hard work they've put in.
This is how the district will stack up, and with the #1 seed, Raytown will have a bye next week. Same case will be made for North Kansas City. North Kansas City is the 2 seed. That's incorrect. Staley is the #1 seed. They played a tougher schedule. So Staley is the 1, North Kansas City is the 2. But if you're a top 2 seed, you get a bye, Leon Douglas. And I'm sure he'll work his team.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some hitting.
Yeah,
there'll be some hitting next week.
They'll practice a normal week of practice.
There's not going to be some time off here, okay?
Now third down and 1.
The bull!
This running play is cut off.
What effort?
Ooh, let's see where he went out here.
Because he shouldn't have had it. That shouldn't even be close.
I think he is short. As they're going to spot him near the 15, 14-yard line here.
Well, I know one thing.
They needed to get inside the 13 here.
You know, a lesser back is down right there.
Martin pushed him to the outside, and then, they're spotted at the 14-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. They still need a yard here. Fans on their feet in full throat.
Well, Leon Douglas strikes me as a dance with who brung you type guy.
That means C.J. Price going to get it here. And we might have had a encroachment penalty on the defensive line.
Very
if so,
smart.
Wow, that's the 4th of the night on the Blue Jays. Shooting yourself in the foot in the red zone.
Big games come down to turnovers and penalties oftentimes. And they got too eager.
The outside linebackers.
They got too eager.
Cashier and Dukes jumped early. First down via the penalty now. 1st and goal from the 9. Trying to take the lead. And now some confusion in the backfield, and Matley will have to do what he can, and the improvisation will cost him yardage outside the 10 near the 11, and that's the look of Coach.
They're going to run that play.
Like this. Yeah, whoa.
Hey, Kev, they're going to run that play 15 times next week, man. Like, they're going to practice that. I promise you. Coach
So
Douglas
loss
is not
of
happy.
2 on that miscue.
A little miscommunication. That's okay. He still got number 10.
Here's Price hurdling, dancing, and got back the yardage back to the 10-yard line for number 10.
If they don't get in, Leon Douglas is going to have a choice. It's 3rd and 10 right now.
Yeah, it is 3rd down and goal from the 10, and yeah, you've seen your kicker miss from distance 39 yards. This is well within his range, but he's been off to the left tonight with his kicks, speaking of Calderon.
Do you want to just settle for a field goal when you got Joey Campbell on the other side?
This will be Price, and Price.
The ball fumbles!
Into the air, Christian Johnson has it. Johnson dancing, should just go down.
Wow.
Lose the possession, and he does. And it'll be Raytown football as the ball popped in the air. We mentioned the fumbling by C.J. Price. He got it jarred free, and Christian Johnson, Johnny on the spot, catches it out of the air. And it'll be Raytown football. Turnover number 2 by the Hornets tonight.
That's why you always pay attention when you're on the field. This ball literally pops right in the air to Christian Johnson.
Aubrey Martin, the linebacker, jarred it free to his defensive back teammate.
So North Kansas City's got to stay mentally tough here. There's still 5 minutes left in this game, okay? It's not like these guys are not incapable of turning the ball over. They got to stay locked in and play football.
From the 8-yard line, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Messiah Miller breaking free. Messiah Miller! Into the secondary.
He's running!
On his feet, got some blockers.
He's got some juice!
He's got Devontae Key blocking in front of him, and he's taken down by his face mask at the 37-yard line. Talk about getting out of a big hole.
And there's another flag. Messiah Miller.
It's a 55-yard run with some penalty yardage going to be tacked on by Messiah Miller.
There is
Give
no
his
doubt.
wide receivers some credit. They were blocking down the field, so 55
Look at the body
15,
language.
and it's going to be total about 70 yards on this play.
Nice blocking up front, but Miller does a lot of this on his own. This is just speed. This is toughness, creativity. Miller.
It's bad tackling.
Does it all.
By North Kansas City. Bad angles taken.
I mean, Miller's pretty doggone good.
Oh, yeah. When you let a back get in the secondary, you got to make a sure tackle. You just can't swipe at him.
That one might be easier said than done.
Yep. 1st and 10. Quarterback draw for Campbell. And he
fumbles.
And now one of those big
The big fella!
Sasser picks it up and rumbles as that Justin Sasser, the left tackle.
And the big fella gets it. 6'3", 285. Justin Sasser. Johnny on the spot.
This is a left tackle's dream here.
Yeah, you got that right. This is why you always pay attention. He didn't just go down, he tried to make a play. The big fella. Come on with your bad self, big fella.
Second down and 2 for the Jays. Messiah Miller. And he'll have the first down, and it'll be 1st and goal. Yep.
That's a little more like it.
Just inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Now, how much clock do you want to run? This is managing the ball game late.
What are you trying to do, Kev? You just try to score a touchdown and deal with the rest later.
Yep.
Yep, me too.
But clock management is key here.
Let's see what Joey football can do.
Trying to get the go-ahead touchdown. And now Coach Minich's been out on the field, seems like all of the second half. This time he wants to call a timeout, and they're not going to throw a flag on him.
I think Coach Minich really, just a hunch. I'm just saying. I think he wants to win this game, Kev.
Well, I don't think Leon Douglas wants to share a conference title with Raytown either. He already told me that on Monday when I was here.
He wants it.
Two good friends squaring off. Both guys in their early 30s. Logan Minich was an assistant to Leon Douglas. And I think there's an equipment issue with Joe Campbell. Maybe he broke his chin strap or something. They sent him to the equipment man there. Maybe he's got blood on his elbow there, and they're trying to tape him up here before he goes back out. And now he says that took too long. I need to listen to the offensive strategy session there. What a ball game in the Suburban White Conference. Final regular season game. Playoffs start next week in Missouri. Both these teams with their seeding in their district will have a bye.
It has lived up to its billing.
First and goal.
The big freshman. See what he can do.
Campbell with blood on his elbow. Swings it out to Miller. And Joyner Jr. with a tackle for a loss. Back to the 14. What a play by the outside linebacker.
Danny Joyner. Heck of a play by Lasoff. He sees it the whole way. Delivers the blow. And Miller. On Miller in space. Nice job. Nice game for Danny Joyner Jr.
His dad is the offensive coordinator. Got a little brother coming up as well, Derek, who's the ball boy. Family all in for Northtown football. Second down and goal. Quarterback lead. And Campbell running up the middle.
Joel Campbell.
His third touchdown of the night.
He got it.
13 yards rushing. And it's a touchdown, and it's a go-ahead touchdown for Raytown now. Late in this one.
Big games. You turn to your studs. Joey Campbell is delivered.
Here is McCready with the extra point to try to make it 35-28. He has not missed tonight. That trend continues. There is a flag down on the PAT. As now Campbell getting that right elbow that was bleeding addressed by the trainers and coaches.
Both stars, Joey Campbell, C.J. Price, have given it their all tonight.
Penalty is on North Kansas City.
Both players have taken a physical beating.
Yeah, I believe that's the call. Let's go back to the
money play.
Third rushing touchdown.
This is like Madden.
Joe Campbell.
It's like Madden. You just got a money play. Nice lead block on the pulling guard. Campbell reads it. Nice juke. Explodes upfield. Pay dirt.
It's his 11th rushing touchdown of the year. And I'll be honest with you, Therese, when I looked at his rushing numbers, saw 3.2. The first thing I would have said was, there's no way this guy's going to score 3 rushing touchdowns. And he has 8 for the whole year. And that's why you love football. Crazy things happen on Friday nights. But with just over 2 minutes and 2 timeouts, can North Kansas City get this tied and send it to overtime? As we go back to the PAT, it was jumping over the line here.
Yeah.
You can't hurdle the center.
It's pretty clear there.
And
Joseph Campbell doing the job. 31 rushes, 95 yards, 3 touchdowns. Doing it with his arm and his legs.
has a couple of passing touchdowns, but more rushing touchdowns. 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing. Yardage will have Ian McCready kick from the 50-yard line, so this penalty is a little more costly than you think here if he decides to kick it deep. Now they love the onside kick, as we've seen throughout the night. Is this a directional short? It's going to be going deep, and you don't want to field this because you don't want to run the clock if you're North Kansas City, and they'll let it go out of the end zone. So no time runs off. You'll start at the 20-yard line, managing the clock now with your 2 timeouts. Here's the problem, though. You're more of a run-based team. And let's see what their passing game can do here.
I was going to say that, but one thing to keep in mind, their first drive of the night only took 1 minute and 33 seconds. So, and that was a touchdown drive, scoring drive. So this is a team that has the ability to score quickly because of C.J. Pratt. Let me tell you something. There is no way that senior did not take that fumble personally. He is going to run as hard on this drive as he has all night. Guaranteed. Take it to the bank. It's up to Raytown to stop it. Let's see
Hall is in at quarterback. Hall is going to try to run. Hall dancing, and he will get out of bounds as he crosses the 30. And he'll have a first down run out to the 33-yard line.
That's a special effort by the junior, Brandon
Gain of
Hall.
13 by Brandon Hall. Now they're spotting him at the 31, I beg your pardon. He spun around here. Apparently he stepped out at the 31-yard line. Oh! And they're throwing over the top. And the pass nearly intercepted. As guess who they're going to? Wow. Tommy Adabore, their defensive end star. But there were a lot of Blue Jays that nearly got an interception here.
They were not fooled. There were some Blue Jays who've been well coached.
Joyner, the quarterback there.
Chase Frank almost made a play on the ball.
Yep.
Lot of white shirts around that one. They were not fooled. Signs of a well-coached defense.
Second down and 10. Now Matley in a quarterback. Oh, this one's nearly picked off. As that was Cashier, the outside linebacker.
Once again.
As he was getting blown up, he couldn't hang on to the football here. As the offensive player turned like a defensive player and knocked it out of Cashier's hands.
Let me tell you something. On this Raytown defense, aside from Chase Frank, Timmy Cashier has been the juice man tonight.
But Joyner made a smart play. He hit Cashier. And now I'm hearing the Raytown fans from all the way across the field. Jet sweep. Hall, nothing doing. Raytown all over it.
Tremendous tackle. Form tackle. Hobbs talk.
And that's Dallas Glenn making the stop, number 94.
Nice play.
That's a defensive lineman running the field and making a nice play.
And not one time on this drive. Not once.
Well, here's your ball game, Therese.
The football. Will that change in a gotta-have-it situation for all the marbles?
Clock is running. And now we're going to get a timeout.
Yeah, think about it.
By Raytown.
Make sure.
Well, yeah, if you didn't see something you like on your defensive side, you call that timeout, but the clock is running. You let that clock run. Unless something was amiss in their defense. Boy, I don't know about that strategy.
Yeah, I mean, if they run the play though,
you give them a chance now to get their wits about you on the off. Man.
But you'd be kicking yourself if
you
had an idea what
have been amiss in
they
their
must have had an
defense,
idea something was coming.
The strategy,
if you got miscommunication and it's not lined up
you can't give up a big play right now. So something must not have been right for them to burn that timeout while the clock is running.
At least you hope so.
Clock management late in a ball game.
It matters.
Yeah, ask Andy Reid. Or actually, don't ask him. Here's your ball game. Matley throwing down the field, has a man. He got it! He's got it inside the 35. What a catch! That's Brandon Hall, quarterback to quarterback. Hornets still alive with just over a minute left.
It's really important that Raytown's defense stays into this right now. That's a momentum-changing play. Nice throw. Brandon Hall tracks it. Fantastic throw and catch.
Here's C.J. Price up the middle. And
they should go for the ball here. They are.
Inside the 30-yard line now. Leon Douglas will take the timeout as they're going to spot this football.
4th and 10, Kev. Are you kidding me? A non-passing team connects on that. You've got to love high school
That's just
football.
A strike thrown by Matley.
Wow.
And Hall got hit in stride, and they convert on 4th down and 10 for a long one down the field. Let's go back to the 4th down and just over 10 here. Matley, this is a tough pass, finding Hall.
I'm really impressed by Hall's ability to guide that one in. Clutch catch.
So you 35-yard passing play on 4th down and 10 to Brandon Hall, keeping hopes alive here in Northtown. Here's Matley throwing out the Price, dodging a tackle, the ball on his feet, and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock as he goes out at the 16-yard line with 56.2 to go in regulation.
That play is good for another Northtown.
I told you, he was going to keep competing. And now that he's got new life, you can smell that end zone.
16.
First and 10, here's Price with running room. Oh man, he got dragged down from his back. He wants the horse collar flag. I don't see any flags on the field, but I hate that tackle. That's how you really tear up a leg or knee. And I don't blame him for being mad, but let's see if he gets tackled. Yes, he does.
Oh boy.
That should have been a flag.
The ball! Got it!
Price into the end zone. Touchdown. 42.8 seconds to go in regulation. 3-yard touchdown run by Price.
Redemption City for the Bull. We got a brand new ball game here, Kev.
Still time left, and the PAT is going to be critical. Calderon missed his first, has missed a field goal from 39. They're telling the fans here on the home side to be quiet. So let the kicker...
Well, first of all, he ain't started the play clock. That's what I was telling him to start. Yeah, but...
And now the more yelling between the officials and the coaches. And now the clock operator.
That's right. 40.9.
They want to put the clock back to...
No, it wasn't 50.
I thought it was 42 something when he scored. Yeah, he was winding the play clock instead the game clock, and now they put 40.9. And looks like they're going to go for the two-point conversion to try to win this game. Interesting strategy here.
I don't mind it. You're at home. You had some trouble with the kicking game tonight. You got a chance to win the game right here.
Trying to take the lead here late, and now we're going to get another coach on the field to call a timeout.
Coach Douglas was on the 10-yard line. I think these guys...
I think it was Raytown that called a timeout.
Okay, but Coach Douglas is down there too.
Yeah, these guys...
They are all in, baby.
They're out past the numbers all night tonight, Coach Minich and Coach Douglas.
Oh, man. That's that youthful enthusiasm from the head coaching position.
Gonna recap what's going on here late in the fourth quarter. Here's the fumble by Price.
This could have changed the
Christian
game.
Johnson caught the football.
Gotta secure the football, kid.
Sia Miller busting out for 55, and then there was a face mask at the end of this run to make it a 70-yard play. And Campbell scores from 13 yards out. Countered by this long passing play by Matley to Hall for 35 on 4th down and 10 to keep hope alive. And then C.J. Price from 3 yards out. Here's the two-point conversion play. He fights and he was he short? Yes. He was bounced outside the pylon. He did not get in. The two-point conversion is unsuccessful. Wow.
Big time stop by the Raytown defense.
He tried to get the pylon on the near side. Let's see. The officials say it is no good. Let's take another look here. Well, you need a pylon cam.
You do.
Here's the best angle.
That's a good angle here. Does he get there?
Does he get it over it?
Oh.
Man, that's close.
I don't know.
I don't
know.
think so. Yeah.
That's a tough judgment call to have to make.
Yep. Yeah, the shadow of the football went across, but the official right there said unsuccessful two-point conversion. And now 35-34 Raytown. And now we're going to see the onside kicking game of Leon Douglas's team.
We are. This game's not over yet. But let's take a moment to appreciate what the Raytown defense just did. They had a hard time stopping the Bull all night. So let's see what happens here.
Now you see the hands team up at the 50 for Raytown awaiting this onside kick.
2 drives in a row that came up big.
Calderon squibs it.
Uh-oh.
And it's taken down by Key at the 43, and that should do it for the Raytown Blue Jays.
Well,
as it looks like we're going to have a tie at the top of the conference in the Suburban White Conference for 2018.
A magnificent game, right? A championship game. Both these teams, they deserve it. 2 great teams. They played hard.
That's their wide receiver, Devontae Key, making the smart play, catching the ball and going down. And now the victory formation. Yes.
Both these teams deserve to be called champions.
And that's what's going to happen. We're going to have a tie in the Suburban White Conference. But remember, Raytown hasn't won a conference championship since 1991, 27 years. So this is big for Coach Minich tonight.
Absolutely.
But North Kansas City, on the other hand, hadn't won their conference since 2004. So that was 14 years.
The thing I'm most impressed with is that both these teams play hard. Like, the kids really get after it. And I mean, to the whistle here. These are competitive teams, and they're good teams. I mean, the amount of work both squads have put in over the year, they deserve this. This is okay. This is high school sports. This is okay.
Final timeout by North Kansas City, so they cannot stop the clock anymore. Campbell, who has 2 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, so he was involved in all 5 of the touchdowns scored tonight by the Raytown Blue Jays, who will go to 8-1. They'll be the #1 seed in their district. And there's going to be a celebration in Raytown tonight. If you haven't done something in 27 years, it's big. Tip your cap to Northtown.
Absolutely.
They fought hard. What a ball game tonight. And your final is 35-34. 2 good friends chatting, Leon Douglas and Logan Minich.
This game was what high school football is about. They competed to the end. Great atmosphere.
Congratulations
Gotta
to
love it.
both teams.
Back with the Hy-Vee post-game wrap-up. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. A fun night here in Northtown. What a ball game in the Suburban White Conference. So we have a tie at the top of the conference between Raytown and North Kansas City, 35-34. 2-point conversion try to take the lead by North Kansas City late in the ball game, under a minute, unsuccessful. All kinds of media here tonight. Sunday Night Football was here filming for the game with the Chiefs and the Bengals. Tell you what, if you came and watched this game, you saw a huge crowd.
Yep.
And you got your money's worth.
You did. You saw 2 teams competing at the highest level in the state of Missouri as far as high school sports goes. They were competing. You saw it in a great venue, a great crowd, about as good a crowd as I've seen at Northtown in years. Listen, in general, Americans don't like ties, right? But this is high school football. Both these teams competed like champions. They're both very good teams. They deserve to share this title. That is absolutely okay. Both these teams deserve to call themselves champions of this conference for 2018. Now, for Northtown, I want to see them bounce back. I know they wanted it outright, but Raytown's already had its grit tested with a loss this year. This is Northtown's first. Raytown persevered. Now I need to see North Kansas City come back, improve, and show its grit by coming back and playing hard and showing the heart of a champion. Don't get down by this one setback.
Both these teams now 8-1. They'll have byes. North Kansas City in the Class 5 District 8. Raytown in the Class 5 District 7. Special thanks to the school's ADs, David Garrison of Northtown, and their District AD, Chad Evans, Josh Luke of Raytown. Their District AD is Randy Thomas. Thanks to the coaches, Leon Douglas of North Kansas City and Logan Minich of Raytown. Our producer, Joe Novacek. Therese Baylor, and our tires,